With Groupon, it was like half price. All right, I think we are ready.
Hey, and I got my screen switch right that time. Alright, so jumping into Champ Select now for um, nearing what would be the final time for this tournament, but it's the first time for tonight, so. And this is a best of 3 again, so we're looking at, potential only 2 matches tonight. Um,
With how evenly scored these two teams are, and I want to say they both have 1 win, 1 loss against each other, I wouldn't be surprised if this went 3 games.
I
This
would
is
like
gonna.
to see one go 3 games.
This might be the. I could be calling it way too soon, but I feel like this might be the best matchup of the tournament. Maybe even better than finals that comes. I don't know.
Well, I think the next, I think Tuesday's rounds will be a good matchup too. It's Sex Panther versus whoever wins tonight, and I think that'll be worth seeing. Anyway, we're falling behind on the bands. So far from Fort Pony, we've got Blitzcrank, Maokai, and Shen banned out.
I understand. Pretty much all of those bans. Blitzcrank, his pull's irritating. Shen, his taunt is really irritating. And Maokai, he's not the most common one I've seen, but I know he can be a really annoying champion to fight up against too, because he has that, he can jump onto somebody, and he also has that puts the area of decreased damage, basically.
Shen is also one of the top played champions for training with Miyagi.
So it was also a counter ban. I didn't even notice that. So, and then on training with Miyagi, they've got Renekton, Misfortune, and Thresh. I think all of those are counter bans. Maybe not exactly Thresh, but he's, even if he's not exactly a counter ban, he's certainly an annoying champion to face too.
As far as I know, they have played Renekton and Thresh, but the one that's really targeted there is Misfortune, targeted onto to Bouncy. But she's going to play Caitlyn, which is another big one of hers.
Stable as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at that's true. I'm only seeing the top 3 most played champions, and considering the top 3 for 4 Pony, and the top 3 for training with Miyagi, I blanked there, are all played the same number of times. We can't actually see beyond that right now unless I go digging through a database, and I'm not going to do that, so anyway.
So, let's see, so far we've got picks of Caitlyn. If I had to wager a safe guess, that's going to go to Bouncy Bubbles.
Yeah.
Vi for Issues. That's a strong champion of his, and I'm sure he's keeping her. And we've got Ezreal for Drin. I believe he's played him more than twice. I could be wrong, though. And he did pretty well with that, with Ezreal.
Yeah, and
Shyvana, she's a strong jungle.
Yeah, and let's wait for this lock-in here. Alright, so Ezreal will probably be meeting up with, well, I don't know, I guess it could depend on their last.
It's probably going to be Caitlyn.
Probably.
Because their mid is most likely going to be Brand. So, Sona's a strong support, and Nami is also a really strong support. Olaf, I feel like I've been seeing him a lot lately, and he's a champion that's not played as much as he used to, I feel like, or at least I haven't seen him that much. They did rework his art, so maybe I'm totally wrong. But his ult is really strong against a team that has a lot of slows and stuns, because they don't work on him.
Yep.
Then we've got Garen, that's most likely going to go top.
I would think so.
So yeah, it looks like two really strong teams tonight. Uh, I'm really excited about this. I know this is going to be a good fight.
I definitely think tonight could potentially go to 3 games.
Like I said, I think this tonight's match is probably going to be the best matchup of the tournament.
Or one of the better ones at the very least.
At the very least, it's going to be the second or third, for sure. But I only say that because, I mean, every team seems to have lost in some way or another to one person. I know Sex Panther, who's in first place so far, they have lost to Four Pony. So that if Four Pony wins, then there's going to be some an interesting fight there too. Training with Miyagi has faced Sex Panther and has done really well, but they did lose their 2 matches during the tournament. So just flat out skill wise, I think these two teams are nearly equally matched, and that's why I feel like is going to be one of the best fights, and it shows with their scores too. They're both tied at second place.
Well, you might also see this matchup a second time. I mean, whoever goes down to the losers bracket after tonight, if they win the losers bracket, we could potentially see them again. If whoever wins this match then beats Sex Panther. Well, actually, we could wind up seeing this matchup again either
in the semifinal, in the losers bracket finals, or in the finals.
Yeah. So there's 2 options to see this matchup again, and that very well might.
You're right. This might not be the most evenly matched game night because they could face each other again. Hadn't thought about that. Good call.
I'm not opposed to that.
What's going to be interesting in future matches, not tonight, I thought it was going to be tonight, was if when the patch rolls out. Because that's going to really change things, and that could have drastic changes on experience of teams and adaptability too.
Especially depending on when it hits. I mean, if it comes out on a Tuesday, teams might have to play that night. Or
right. I really thought it was
not
coming
have to
out
play
tonight. So if it comes out next Tuesday, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. I was thinking that holidays that Thursday, so maybe not. But a lot of people are home for the holidays, so they might want to get that rolled out by then.
And actually, that night, that Tuesday, December 3rd, if it were to come out next Tuesday, because that is December 3rd, right?
No, next Tuesday's the 26th.
Oh, we're off on the 26th.
Oh,
we're off for the holiday, so. Well.
That's right. Forgot that we were off that whole week. I knew we had off that Thursday. I don't think anybody was wanting to put in time for the tournament during Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so we're off that Tuesday. So the next game will be Thursday on the 21st, and then we'll be back on December 3rd with the entirety of the losers bracket taking place on December 3rd, and then that Thursday, December 5th, will be the finals.
Let's take a look at skins real quick. We've got Steel Legion Lux. That's a pretty decent Lux skin. Not my favorite, but it's good. Safari Caitlyn. A lot of Caitlyn skins are really good. Again, not my favorite, but it's good. Arcade Sona, awesome. Officer Vi. I bought Vi just for that skin, so that's my opinion on it. And Olaf, no skin, but that's I like the reworked artwork that Riot has done recently. So
yeah, it's
good enough for a skin for me. Pulsefire Ezreal, that's good. Again, not my favorite, but it's a legend. I forget what that rate of skin is called, but Then we had Zombie Brand. That one's pretty good. And we had actually I didn't see all the other ones. That Shyvana skin's interesting. I know it's been around. I haven't seen it very often, but I do like it with the purple flames. It's pretty neat. And I do like that Garen skin too. You know what it reminds me of? The armor of Garen. It reminds me of that game Dawn of War. Oh, we have a disconnect, I guess.
Now, according to the chat, he can't stop Windows 8.1 from installing.
Oh, I hope that doesn't take too long. And we're getting to see people's opinions on Windows 8.
You know, I'm gonna play devil's advocate and say I kind of like it.
Summoner has disconnected.
Well, just like with any operating system from Microsoft,
It takes a bit
gets
to
better
get used
by
to.
0.1. So
Okay, actually, Bouncy's gonna take an even more unpopular position and say that she likes Vista. So,
all right, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say she's wrong. I think Vista's better than XP after Service Pack 1, but so everyone's just having fun in all chat.
I'm not actually sure how long the update install takes.
Well, let's hope it doesn't take more than a half an hour, because I believe that is counted as a... well, actually, I don't know. We'd have to consult. We'd have to go on the sidebar to talk about that.
What actually happens at the end of a half hour? Does the game just resume? I've never actually seen a pause.
I think it resumes and can't be paused again. I could be wrong, though.
I've never actually seen a pause go that long.
Neither have I. This is a really awkward text chat to comment on. I don't really know
I'm leaving
how
it
much
alone,
I can
personally.
comment. Yeah.
I like that Twitch emails me when I start the stream.
I like that it emails me when the stream is started, because I'm almost never the person that starts it. But I can see that being annoying, that it tells you that you did something. I should probably switch off my filter, because that's really annoying.
Yeah, where'd that option go? I thought that was...
I think it's in escape. Maybe interface or game. Huh. I don't see it in there, and I think it's usually in there. Oh. uh, I don't know. That happened the other day when the game paused. I had to listen. As I was spectating, I had to listen to it with Rumble. That was really annoying.
I'm not sure if you can turn off the safety chat thing when you're a spectator, maybe. Because I thought it was in there, but I don't know.
Well, that would make sense if you can't, because it could be streaming it, and people don't want. They want the filters on streamed. Who knows? Now I can start commenting on their chats. The best thing to have looped is Tarek saying about gems being outrageous. That's the best thing to have looped.
I was actually thinking about one of the best things to be looped ever. Not specifically LOL, but if you're a Game of Thrones fan, Joffrey being slapped.
I watched that for 20 minutes straight.
I know you did.
Loved it. I hate Joffrey. That I did feel a little bad that I just couldn't stop laughing. I had tears from watching a grown man that was a dwarf slap a teenager over and over and over again. But I digress. That was Game of Thrones. So have you seen any actually, you know what? I'll talk about the patch that's coming out, since we certainly have time to kill here. So those of you, I haven't read all of the patch notes, so I'm sure there's tons and tons of things that I'm going to be leaving out. But one of the things that I saw that I thought was interesting was jungle's going to be changing quite a bit. They're adding another jungle camp. And on top of that, the jungle creeps are actually going to scale in level as the game progresses. So they're going to be more useful to kill for people that are falling behind.
Right, so presumably, yeah, they'll be worth more experience then.
Yep. And,
also harder to kill, too.
Yeah, so if you are behind, you potentially could need help, actually, mid-game getting jungle. Probably not, because they are just minions, but if you go in with next to
if
no
you're
health...
far enough behind, maybe. But if you're that far behind, why are you playing?
Well, maybe somebody DC'd and it was a regular game and nobody pauses it. Another thing that's changing is Dragon. It's going to... You're actually going to earn more gold as time progresses. Well, for killing the dragon. And Dragon's also going to scale too. So, the more difficult he is, the more reward you get. So he's actually probably going to be a much more important objective after the patch.
Yeah, you might not see people anymore just running up to the dragon and just being like, well, let me just kill this as I'm walking past.
Yeah, well, before... Currently, actually, it seems like it's more of a early game strategy to get Dragon, and then, yeah, as you, like, whichever team is winning, if they're, like, pushing a lane, then they might retreat and grab Dragon or something. But, now it's going to be a much bigger objective. Also, turrets, the towers, they're going to give more money to the person that kills them. And they're still going to give money to the whole team, but it's going to be a little less money. So if somebody's behind, it might be better off to have that person get the last hit on the tower.
I wonder what kind of feedback Riot looks at when they make these sort of decisions.
Yeah, I know they said that they based a lot of these decisions on the fact that, so first of all, support is practically seems to be practically useless late game because they are buying all the wards. They're so far behind item wise that they're just there. They might heal a little bit or something, but they're mostly just there. Jungle also falls behind typically a little bit, unless they're ganking really well. So it helps jungle who's falling behind also. Oh, which actually reminds me of the other big change, because I mentioned a lot of the things regarding jungle support. They are they're implementing a few things, and I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but there's going to be a ward limit per player on the map that I guess is active at a time. So now support's not going. Yeah, support's not going to be the only one buying wards from now on. Other members are going to have to if they want sight on the field, or people are just going to be playing with less sight.
While we're waiting, let's take a look at the. If I tab out, let's take a look at the bracket. So this is the bracket for the playoffs currently. So I guess it hasn't changed much since the last time we looked at it. Basically, Sex Panthers has moved on to their next match, which will be Thursday. So then the winner from tonight will drop into that match as well.
Right. And in the losers bracket, it's single elimination, correct?
Yes, they are best of ones.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to interrupt with more changes that are coming. Unless you have more to talk about with the bracket.
No, you go right ahead. I'll just...
Okay. All players are going to be able to get some free items. I think they're called trinkets or something. One of them is a ward, so that's going to help encourage sight, since the support's not going to be buying all of them. Another one is... I don't know how exactly to describe it. It's sort of... The way that I see it is it sort of works like... I think it's clarity. Where you get sight in a certain... It's a scouting trinket, I think is what it's called. And you get sight for a very short amount of time, but it's not dropped down. Well, like, I don't think it becomes visible. Like a ward is. So, like, they can't kill it. But I think it has a longer distance, too, than a ward has. So, because it's supposed to be for scouting. And the third and last free trinket thing is you place it down and it has an area, and that area gives you sight on wards. So it's the anti-ward trinket. And that'll probably be used a good amount by jungler. And possibly even bottom lane. So, yeah, those are the three items. Let's see what else is happening. I don't know exactly how this works, but I remember when I was watching the video, they made it so that supports are going to seem like they do more damage when they're actually grouped up with people and supporting them. What else is happening with support? Well, if anybody's on Twitch chat, feel free to chime in on things, because like I said, I don't know all the changes. I think they're also making some item modification changes. I think it's going to be easier for people to get, for supports to get gold. Partially because some of the things that I mentioned earlier with the creeps, those types of things. I think this is the longest we've ever had a pause for. So, this is certainly a new precedent for the tournament. Sorry, I'm going to start commentating on their conversation now. Revolution's not a bad show. I haven't watched Orange is the New Black, but it looked interesting. Dexter had great reviews, but I haven't seen it. Can't wait for the new Hobbit movie. Neither can I. I actually read the book twice now, just because I've always been a Tolkien fan and Lord of the Rings, and then when the Hobbit was coming out, I read the book, and then I came across it again when I was heading to work, so I started reading it again. So I'll be interested in seeing how things will be changing in the movie, since they've already made some more or less changes in the first movie. Interesting enough, I've also been reading. I read the Silmarillion, which is a lot of the lore on Tolkien, and that, if anyone has a creative mind and is willing to read, it was and as a Tolkien fan, it was a really good book. A lot of interesting facts that I would have never known. So that's definitely something that I do recommend.
A summoner has disconnected.
Oh, somebody else is disconnected.
A summoner has reconnected.
He's back.
A summoner has reconnected. A summoner has disconnected.
Somebody said they're lagging really bad. I'm wondering if they're joking around about the pause.
He did DC right after he said that.
That's true. That's something I would joke about, though. Like, man, I've been lagging, like, for a total stop for 20 minutes. That's an interesting comment.
I've completely lost track of who's here and who isn't.
I have two, actually.
I also just noticed we have someone called Sensual Sona sitting in TeamSpeak.
I'm gonna say let him sit there until we figure it out. Figure this stuff out, rather.
I was just remarking on the name, not really anything else.
That's a good name. I approve.
A summoner has disconnected.
Ah,
A summoner has reconnected.
no, he's back. Oh, look, it turns yellow.
Sexual Sona commented, poked me and said they like the name too. Awesome. Glad they're watching the live stream. I figured they were because of the LOL name and the Australian LOL tournament.
we're gonna get the game going with 5 minutes left on the counter.
All right.
Woo! What are we doing? I forget.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I've got a bit of a powwow up here.
Yeah, this is a little unexpected. They were sort of heading up there before the pause. I don't know what the strategy is going to be right now. Got Garen sitting up there, probably watching for red, and yeah, everyone's waiting for blue now.
That seems to be the size of it.
Blue team was able to place a ward, and they at least have sight now on that jungle. So I'm sure purple team has made note of that, because I'm pretty sure they saw it.
I think they did.
You know, I like what Bounty does with Caitlyn. She goes with the trap as her second spell. I may have to start doing that, because I typically go net as my second spell, so I can have that escape. But a lot of times you don't have to worry about jungle until a few levels in. So I may start adopting that. Bounty's a good ADC, so she kind of knows what she's doing.
It's probably a good assumption. I think this is about what I expected so far. Everything's kind of even right now. Bounty she does have double.
Oh, we got some action top. Yep. Shyvana came in, took some tower damage. Only one shot though, and backed off. So Olaf was able to get out of there pretty well.
Looks like we might have something else happening here mid. Shyvana's in the wings.
Yeah, and she's close enough too that she's getting experience. Ooh, Ezreal took some good damage there. He's going to start healing a little bit up with his lifesteal, but early game, a lot of DKs don't have a lot of lifesteal. We had some Vi come in to help Lux. But unfortunately, we weren't able to capitalize on a lot. But this is good for blue team, because Vi was pushed back to the tower quite a bit from Brand, so this gives Lux a little bit of pushback.
Yeah, and really, like, all the lanes are pretty even right now in farm.
Yeah, it looks. I have to say the bottom.
Bounty's a little ahead, yeah, in the bottom lane, but other than that, things are pretty even.
Oh, Shyvana's coming. Blue team saw because they've got that ward there.
Lux has got to watch out now. I will say that Bounty has been poking pretty good down bottom here.
Yeah, she has. And Garen's pushing Olaf pretty hard.
That he is. Garen's pulled ahead a little bit in CS, but it's not as large of a margin as Bouncy's now pulled out. Bouncy's now up to 10 more than Ez. And we're looking at about a 10 difference in the mid lane, too. In favor of Brand.
Yeah, Brand early game is a little bit better at killing waves of minions. Lux, though, later on, I think will wind up being better because her ult has a really low cooldown, and a lot of people that play her wind up using her ult just to clear waves of minions. Because then by the time they actually get to a real battle, the ult's already back up. So I have a feeling, as long as they still do pretty well, Lux is going to catch up.
Probably. Okay, we did have Olaf go back, but he didn't bring teleport with him, so he's back up in the top lane already.
Personally, I'm not a huge... I don't use teleport that much, but for top lane, that can be really good because having those items... Oh, Garen's in trouble, but he flashes away. Having those items, being able to get those items can really give you a strong advantage over the other top laner. And teleport just gets you right back in. And it looks like Ezreal might go down. Oh, one hit left. What's his health at? It's at,
his health is at 15,
16.
16.
And
they're
it was
gonna
less than
just
that.
barely make it out. Yeah, when I actually looked at the number, it was 15.
Yeah, that's a shame. That, I mean, they're still going to be able to do a lot with that because both Nami and Ezreal had to go back. So unless Purple Team's jungle is able to come in, but they're not, then they're going to be able to have free push on this tower. And they might even be able to get it at this point.
Maybe. They've got it below half health already.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
And there goes that tower like we thought it would. Ezreal and Nami are back though.
Now this is going to give Caitlyn some time. She's been low on mana for quite a while. So this will give, when she finally goes back, it'll give her some time to pick up some items and regen. She'll be able to go back fairly soon. Oh, there's Vi sneaking up on Ezreal. And, misses. The ults though, and Ezreal goes down. They're going to go after Nami. I don't think they're going to get her. They're not all that concerned though. Brand's coming in now, though. But Lux is right there, too.
And Lux is following Brand around now. Oh, wow. Ooh. She's going to lock him up and nail him with the ulti. Got Ignite on him.
She's gonna get him.
And she's going to grab him. Well played. Very well played.
That was.
But now Caitlyn and Vi and Sona have all moved on to that second turret.
This is, I think, the earliest I've seen in this tournament. That second turret, it's going to go down.
Yeah.
And that turret that far in going down before 10 minutes is really impressive. Four Pony's doing an excellent job.
Yeah, I mean, 2 kills isn't a lot, but
2 towers on top of that.
Exactly, it's the towers, and really, you can have all the kills in the world, but if you don't take out any towers, what's it matter?
On top of that, though, like, it's giving both Bouncy and Sona a chance to pick up items, and they'll be able to roam too.
Oh, very much so now.
If Ezreal's smart, which Drin's playing him, so he's really good. I'm sure he's going to try to take advantage of the farm, though. That's going to be going close to their lane, and he'll be able to move mid lane if he needs to also. but they're going to have a hard time pushing that objective since they're 2 towers behind in that lane.
Well, we're going to see 2 coming in up here on Vi up in the top lane.
Oh, yeah.
Vi is
She's
gonna
able
push him
to
off.
scare him off a little bit. See, at that health, based on what we just saw earlier, I'd be worried as Brand, because that ult from Lux does about a third health right now, unless he picked up some magic resist.
Yeah, that is that was pretty terrifying.
All she has to do is lock him up, and he's not going to be able to do anything.
We've got Vi coming in now too.
Yep.
So we might see a gank here on Brand.
I think you saw Vi leave the
I think he did,
bush.
although it looked like he was maybe thinking about looking for a fight, but that's probably not a good idea.
Oh, Drin. Okay,
Okay.
he's back in, so I guess they're not going to do the pause.
He might not have
can't-
actually disconnected. Maybe it was just a quick drop.
Right.
We've got everyone starting to lump up here in the mid lane now.
Garen's going to go protect his tower while Olaf is going to run down mid and try to help push that. That's not a bad idea. Oh. He placed a ward.
Go back. Brand is going back. Now would be a really good time to push that mid lane. But they're going to go steal the blue.
That's also a good choice. It's going to push their jungle behind, the other team's jungle back a little bit. Garen's coming down
they've
mid.
run into...
Oh, and
Brand
Rux-
is going to go down here again.
Oh, Vi's in trouble, but she's able to escape. Shyvana's there, and
chasing.
Garen's there too. So this is potentially a 4v5. I don't see Olaf in the mix. Oh, he's back at the home. So, despite it being a 4v5, actually no, it was a 4v4 because they took out Brand early.
Yeah,
they weren't
they did.
able to do anything with that.
No, they were able to walk away from it.
Now it's a 3v2 though.
Drin
so
says
it's
he's
gonna be
enjoying
hard
his
for-
slideshow.
Well, at least if that has to happen, he's down bottom by himself. So that's the place to be if you're having issues. Not being bothered and getting farmed.
Kind of getting back into our lanes a little bit here. Well, where now Garen's leaving again.
Yeah, Garen's not going to want to push too far because he doesn't know where all the other team members are, and they're a little behind. So he may have trouble escaping if like Vi shows up or something. Looks like Nami's sitting there waiting, probably waiting for Sona to show up because there was a
Sona's
ward
just
there.
kind of in the middle of the water. And meanwhile, Ez and Caitlyn are over here poking at each other.
I
Oh,
think
but
they're-
here comes Shyvana and Nami. Caitlyn would have seen it
Sona's
though because
right
they had a
there,
ward
too,
there. And, then
And
we're
Blue
gonna
Team's
grab the
gonna go
dragon.
after Dragon.
Shyvana's coming
Shyvana
in.
sees him. Oh,
Oh, and there's an ultimate from Ez.
Ezreal ult, but he doesn't get it.
Too early to get
And
the dragon, and Shyvana's...
Shyvana's going to take out Sona, but she's going to go down. Ezreal's right there, though, and And looks like,
Sona and Lux went down in that as well.
yeah.
Vi is
Does
just barely going
Kate
to make
have
it
her
out.
ult, though? She could possibly do something with against Ezreal.
She does. Oh, but Nami
Oh, that
blocks
was
it.
an excellent save. I mean, I didn't take into account the Ezreal as barrier, so somebody wasted a summoner spell. But regardless, in that case, I know I would rather waste one, have somebody waste one than have Ezreal die.
Yeah, that's true.
And
They got
Garen
back.
is gonna,
They got back 2 of those kills. Garen's gonna be farming up some behind this tower, but that top tower doesn't need much to go down.
right.
Olaf's being chased down. We're gonna give that one up though.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna be a very good, other than
And there
that
there
purple
goes.
team had more people around. Oh, there goes Brand again to Lux ult. She's just, that ult's doing so much damage. It's going to be hard for her.
We did lose that. See that tower go down up top. Oh,
Right.
Shyvana's gonna get taken out here. Oh, maybe not.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Well, Lux already used her ult, so she's not, and Caitlyn already used hers, so they're not going to be able to capitalize on that. Plus,
Right.
Plus, Caitlyn's ult, I'm sure, would have been blocked by Garen or anybody.
Yeah. We did see some tower trades happening though, and Vi's gonna be working on this tower up top.
She's not going to be able to get it just this second, though. She's going to back off, and then she's uncontested, though, 'cause with the fighting going on mid lane.
Caitlyn's got to be careful here.
And it looks like Olaf has gone
Gonna
down.
grab Olaf.
That's his first death, so that's really important for Purple Team.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
That looks ult, I don't know if that was
Four
really
turrets
more
to 1
for,
now. It didn't really do much, but they are gonna
no,
get a
I
second
think
turret
it was
out of
more
this
for
push.
clearing the minions, so that way somebody had to tank. But with Garen and Shyvana there, that wasn't going to be a problem.
No. Train with Miyagi is getting going now, though. They've brought back half the kills and half the turrets. They're only
Yeah.
4K behind, gold-wise.
Yeah, they're doing a good job at coming back.
Didn't realize I turned the scoreboard off.
Looks like Vi is in Purple Team's jungle. I think that's a pretty safe bet at this point. They had a little bit of warding, so they have a little bit of an
Brandon's
idea
got
that-
people coming in on him. He's gonna have to be careful here. He's been popping pretty quickly.
Yeah, especially to Lux. I think it's been Lux every time, actually.
Oh, wow.
And
Lux just goes and grabs Nami there too with her ulti.
ooh, there's a nice cluster. I can't believe they just walked past Vi.
Yeah, she got lucky on that one.
Olaf's in trouble though. It's 2v1, and I don't know if he has.
Well,
his
no,
ult.
Vi's still there.
Vi saved Olaf, that's for sure.
She was still nearby. Dragon will be up in about another minute. Well, everyone's kind of separate. Why don't we take a look at the creep score too? You've got
Alright.
Caitlyn about 30 up now on Ez. I think Sona's probably the MVP with 24.
Yeah, but at the same time, you could argue that having, for support, having less creep score is actually better.
Yeah,
So
I know. I was.
my- it's
I was
really
being
even
silly.
Shyvana and Vi.
Yeah, Shyvana and Vi are close, and Lux has brought it back some to Brand. They're not too far apart. And there's only a 14 gap between the top lane between Olaf and Garen, so everyone's kind of
So
close except for Caitlyn. There, she's walking away a little bit.
yeah,
Well, I guess
about
you could
20
argue
lead.
Brand might be a little bit too, more so than Garen is.
Oh, we've got a little bit of an evade. Oh, Caitlyn might be in trouble here.
Caitlyn and Vi both.
Well, Vi can punch out, but
Vi
Caitlyn
is
is
still in
just.
there. Got out. I think they're gonna grab the dragon here though, and they're going to ignore. Oh
Actually,
wow!
I think Vi took it. It was close.
No. Train with Miyagi did get the dragon.
Okay,
Oh, they've
that
got
was really close.
had Olaf locked up there, but
Oh, looks
got
like
Garen
they might.
locked up.
Will they be able to take out Garen? Well-placed
Got him
Luxol
ignited.
might be able to take him out.
Doesn't look like it's gonna happen though.
I think poor pony's
Olaf's
getting a little
gonna
greedy.
go.
Oh, Brand almost
Little
goes
bit there.
down there. And Lux is by herself. So
Chased by
she's
two.
gonna.
Here's Caitlyn
Oh,
though.
there's Caitlyn. And they're at least gonna minimize it to one casualty.
Game is very even.
Ah, blue team sneaks over and is grabbing purple team's blue.
They are.
Purple team's looking for. I think they had a pretty good eye on blue when blue buff was coming up, because they went over right after that that small engage, and it was. I don't think they were expecting it to be gone already.
You know, Vi's running into Garen. And here comes Brand. But Lux is nearby too.
It was a good team effort there. They were actually distracting Garen, so that way he didn't walk into that bush while somebody was backing.
Yep. Oh, Sona might get it here. I think Sona's gonna
Yeah.
get it. Oh, and Vi too. Wow,
Oh,
look at that Luxol.
Wow, they weren't able to get that, but that was
Oh man, but Caitlyn's
insane.
gonna go down. And are they going to be able to grab Garen?
Oh, and it looks like Olaf. Oh, he's going. I think he's going to be able to escape. There's no
Yeah,
ult that can grab
Olaf's
him.
going to make it out.
Now,
Wow, that was... Look at that turnaround. Now, all of a sudden, you have
Trinity
Trinity
Miyagi has
Miyagi.
more kills.
Exactly, they're up by a kill. And they're still only 2k, and now they're down to 2k gold behind. They were 4 earlier, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
And they're going to grab this turret here. That's going to do a good bit of work to even it up. Nope, maybe they're not. Olaf's back. Comes Sona
And he's got his
Lux.
axe.
Oh,
There's one kill. There's another.
there's 2. I love the
Garen's
tombstone.
got to be careful too. His health's pretty low. He's tanky, so that's a lot of. Even though that's deceiving, he doesn't have a lot of health, but he'll take a lot of damage with that.
Oh, Ez might be in trouble there. Gonna have to be careful.
And I think they're gonna get this, and then kill Shyvana.
Grab the turret. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, and there's that Lux ult. Gotta keep chasing. Yep.
Oh, unfortunately,
Issue stole the kill from.
Caitlyn's ult was used.
Well,
yeah.
I don't want to say he stole it, but well, Caitlyn's ult does recharge faster now, though.
Yeah,
she
but
didn't get the kill.
if they had killed her, killed the person before. Oh, there's another kill on
Yeah,
Sona.
another Sona kill.
If Caitlyn's, if the person was killed before Caitlyn shot her ult, then it would have just reloaded in 3 seconds. But her ult went off, so
Did it
was a
actually
wasted
fire?
ult.
I didn't see
Yes,
if it
it
actually
did.
fired. Okay, yeah, that was wasted then.
Yeah, she's got another 35
Come on,
seconds
Olaf,
on
you
her
can
ult.
solo Baron. Do it. Oh. But Poor Pony was able to answer back here with another couple of kills, and now they're up 1 kill again. But it's really close now, a 1 kill difference. We were looking at the beginning of the game. We were looking at I think a 3 kill difference at one point, or did they get all the way up to 5?
No, just 3. And actually, no, it was 5.
I would think it was
You're right.
5-0 or like at the very beginning of the game. Right now, they've still got a bit of a turret gap though. It's 5-2 turrets still, and the gold lead is stretched up to 4k now.
Yeah,
Again.
that turret that they grabbed there certainly. That 4 pony grabbed there certainly helped give them that gold lead again. Well, a stronger gold lead, I should say.
And again, being even, you can be even in kills and still lose.
Yeah. Now, Training of Miyagi is doing something really smart here, and they're warding up their jungle for vision, especially around blue, because
Since
they
they're
keep
down
missing out.
down turret, well, they're down all their bottom and mid lane turrets basically outside of the base.
Oh, it looks
So
like
they
Vi's
need the
going to try to jump on Garen, and that's a bad move, though. I think she's going to be able to get out of it, yeah. But,
Zona's getting locked up again.
oh, Nami goes down from Caitlyn. Garen is locked in place, and he's going to go down too. So it looks like they're probably going to take.
Oh man.
Oh, Olaf, nice move on his part.
There's another Caitlyn ulti coming in there too, though. Oh, but she didn't get off that time.
Right.
That Caitlyn ulti is
So
not going to be
she's
enough.
going to scare him off, and they're probably going to push another turret, and then back off and grab Dragon at this point.
I would think so. A really well-placed Lux ulti could be awesome there when Brand was running away.
Yeah, well, she had used her ult at the beginning of the team fight, so...
Yeah. They're gonna grab the inhibitor too.
Yeah, and that's
They had
going to
the
force...
time.
that's going to force Training of Miyagi to be defensive and give 4-pony free reign over both probably Blue and Dragon, actually.
Yeah, they've definitely taken the advantage now. But it's not unwinnable for Training with
Oh,
Miyagi.
no, it's far from that.
Here's the dragon again. You know, I think I would like to see that patch change come out where the dragon would be tougher now at this point. I really think that would be better.
one of the reasons I would like to see it come out mid-tournament is I'd really like to see the adaptability among players, because a lot of these more experienced players are adaptable and can go with change pretty well. But there's some out there that have just gotten really well at certain.
Oh, and
champions.
Trains Miyagi's gonna go for the Baron here.
If they can get this, that'll be huge help. And
Where Pony doesn't really seem to know what's going on yet. They're trickling in. They figured it out.
Investigating. But it might go down.
Are they gonna be able to get it?
Lux might be able to get it though if they do it in time.
There it
and
is.
And they do. Wait.
Wow! Look at that.
Yes, they do.
Lux got it.
Excellent.
That is bad news,
Lux.
Bears.
Even
Even is gonna go down. Unstable's chasing for the kill here.
Oh, they might be able to get Brand.
Slowed Brand up. Got bubbled, but they're gonna take out Brand.
So that's a 1-for-1 trade. Plus, Fort Pony got Baron. That's a huge.
Yeah, that
advantage.
was.
I think Caitlyn was just looking for vision there to ult Garen.
That was a well-timed ulti. Now they're gonna come in. They're gonna grab this bottom tower.
Yeah, I think this is gonna pretty much.
This might be all she wrote for Trains Miyagi on this first game.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna be able to come back in. I don't think they're gonna be able to recover from this though.
No, the Baron steal was up, and there's a surrender.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that going for Baron in their situation, it could have been huge for them, but at the same time, it's a big risk. Especially when you have someone like Lux on the other team that can steal it from that distance. If it's timed right. And they got lucky on that one. Or
yes,
they might prefer skillful.
Well, I prefer to think that there's some luck in skill. So, yes.
Fair enough. Yeah, luck and skill. Okay.
I'm going to take a quick look at overall damage. You can see that Caitlyn is leading and with 153,123. And where's Lux at? She's actually third place overall and third place on our team. Oh, wow. When you look at the graph, it's really... it doesn't seem as close as what it actually was. Because... well, it did kind of go away in the end. No, they did kind of lose it in the end there, but the top four damage dealers were all on 4 Pony.
Well, that's sort of to be expected. I mean, I'm throwing things. That's sort of to be expected. I mean, they do have 6 more kills.
Well, I was still expecting, like, Ezreal or Garen to be like second or third place or something.
Okay, that's fair enough. All right, we are 20 minutes off schedule now, so we are going to be quick about getting this done and getting the next game set up and going. So Holland, if you want to take care of getting the next game ready while I get the stream reset for it, that would be awesome. So we are going to sign off for now, and then basically we're going to kill the stream and then bring it right back up as we're getting the next game ready to go.